Hey everybody, this is Peter Palmiotti of Human Studios, and this is Making Comics and Art, episode 254. So I needed to do the stream. I have nothing planned. I don't know, just doodle as I have been, sometimes, sort of. I will let you know if you're watching this live, if you're watching this later. Got two campaigns going. One for Designated, which is live on Kickstarter. One for Wildcat Anthology, which is live on Indiegogo. Both the links are right at the top of the video description box. Yeah, this past week has been hell. It's death of a loved one is nothing you can get over easily. And Lisa was such a sweet person. I mentioned her a billion times on my channel. If you don't know, we were a couple for 5 years. Then the last 5 years, because I've known her just over 10, we were best friends, and we did everything together. So this episode is more about me trying to get back into swing of things than anything else. And that's pretty much it. Anything else here? So I got some of that music playing. Let me know if you love it, hate it. It's just a music loop, so you don't hear just my voice. Yeah, I gotta work on stuff here. Okay. So we can hide that. And let's share this one. If you're watching this, then like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It's Pops. Hey, Pops. Good to see you back out here. Hope all is well, considering as well as it can be. My friend, as well as it can be. I did a stream. What was it? Saturday night? I forget. With Frank and Anna of the Tareko Creative Cast. With Mark, my partner on Designated. And it was good to do that because I don't think I could have done just a stream like this. It was good to do it with friends and promote the book and just to get back into the swing of things. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while. While we weren't a couple last 5 years, we pretty much acted like a couple. We were. I saw her often, if not every day. We both have cats and even switched off cats, and our whole lives were intertwined in a major way. And It's going to take a while. I got the last cat from her place that I'm giving to someone, so she'll have a new home. So out of the 12 cats that Lisa had in her place, this is the last one that needed a home. Although might have some challenges with some of the ones I already gave away. We shall see. But for right now, all of them have homes. So Pops is saying, let me know when you guys want to reschedule for the network. We got to make up some promotional time. Yep, most definitely. Yeah, we'll let you know soon. I got to go over dates and times with Mark as it is. And Pop says, she sounds like a great friend. We all need people like that in our lives. Yeah. She was my biggest fan, my biggest supporter, outside of my immediate family. Mostly my brother Jimmy. He was also in the industry, and of course, he would be my biggest supporter. But yeah, she was great. She was a fellow geek or nerd or whatever you want to say in her own right. So she got into a lot of similar things I did, and she turned me on to more of the things that she liked, and but she believed in me and in my work and what I'm trying to do here, and it's a big loss. I can't put it any other way. I miss her every day, and now I'm just trying to get back into getting on a schedule again, getting back into pulling in money, because everything we did was tied together, and I'm already at a loss than where I was previously, so I gotta step up my game and make things happen. If you're watching this now or later or whatever, and you got a comic that needs an inker, let me know. I'm open for gigs. Preferably inking gigs. Above and beyond that, we can talk. But need to pull in some fresh money to take care of bills and whatnot. I got probably one more time. I'll go over to her place and see about a few things. But mostly it's it's been hard on me. It's been hard on her family. She has a big extended family. It's been hard on friends. It was really a shock to everybody. Everybody knows that Lisa's been going through a lot of medical things, but it wasn't. She died too young. And it was probably just complications of everything she's been through lately. And I'm still, I got her phone. I'll have her laptop soon. I'm sure I'll be letting people know more and more. It's like I spoke to somebody Friday that didn't know that was an old friend that I haven't seen in a long time, and she was completely shocked. Yeah, it's just there's no easy way to put it. It's hard. But yeah, so like I was attempting to ink a few things on my channel, and then I was going to do a lot of fan art. That's still going to be the scenario. Today, I just wanted to get on here and say hello, and I got 2 shows tonight that I'm doing with Mark Torres, the writer of Designated. We're on Critical Blast at 8. We're on Draw and Talk at 10. And that's all part of the Designated promotional tour. And yeah, I'm going to have to check. I think Mark said we got 7 shows this week. So I'll have to see which ones I can make. Preferably all, but we'll see. I'll be streaming here again every day this week. But yeah, I'll be finishing the retro piece penciled by Gads Gretzky, and then I got a Chris Graves piece that I'll be restarting on because I don't like how the red line worked out. So hopefully when I print it up again, this will be a better version to work on. So doing blue line, what I call red line, is a very specific skill. And much like cleaning up an image afterwards, I'm still tinkering to get a better grasp of all that's involved. I said, I guess on the show with Frank and Anna, when I first started working on Designated, I was absolutely, 100% like, give me pencils. And now I'm more open to people giving me digital files and me printing it out. But I think Mark was mentioning that's something back then I was doing blue line on. I randomly did some stuff here and there, but I wasn't really comfortable doing it until more recently. But yeah, it's like I like to be very, very sure in my skills, that I'm doing it right and doing a good job at whatever I need to accomplish. You want to have a certain amount of confidence in what you're doing. And you can either fake it or you can actually have confidence. But yeah, this past week was horrible. I'm much better now. Not nearly anywhere out of the woods. Still trying to piece things together, and really, like, I almost don't know how to live without her. Like, she wasn't, I didn't see her exactly every day, but our lives were so intertwined that, it won't take a little bit. I definitely depended on her, and she depended on me, and we worked together a lot on things, and especially when it comes to the cats. But I've mentioned many a times that I don't have a big apartment. and my max is 3. During, with the current situation, it's like I got all 12 of the cats into new homes, but I may get some of those back. Oh, Les. Man, it's good to see you here. Yeah. I know you can understand, brother. Really sorry for your loss. I understand. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, so I got all the cats' homes, but I mean, me and Lisa juggled cats because certain groups of cats didn't work out, or other combinations worked out better. Blah blah blah. So with these cats going to different homes, I know, like, there's a house out at the farm, a cat out at the farm that might need to go somewhere else where it could be outside, because they don't let their cats outside at the farm anymore. So maybe I'll get that cat back. Or there's Rana, who I think the people that took it need to keep her caged up, at least for the short term. But Rana hasn't been caged up, in my experience, very much, other than go to the vet. And when she was recovering from being fixed, I pretty much gave her free reign of the house, and she's been at least for quite some time. And she had free reign over there as well. So she's not used to being caged up. So I let them know and see where things go. Yeah, so, Twinkle is another one, super nice cat, but he's now with another cat he doesn't know. He's gotten comfortable, but the other cat has never had a friend in the home before, so she is struggling with that idea. But sometimes it's just a matter of integration of cats is a tricky thing, and both me and Lisa gotten good at it, with all the cats we've had, but those that only maybe had 1 or 2 cats don't have that experience behind them. So I'm in communication with a few people to make sure that these cats are happy as well as the owners, and hopefully I won't get another cat, because I am at my max. But yeah, so we didn't have a funeral. There wasn't a full-fledged funeral. We did have a viewing for Lisa, which was rough, and she was cremated. So we're going to have separate celebrations of her life, and the friends I'm close to are doing something on Halloween night, which was Lisa's favorite holiday, Halloween. So back when we were engaged and talking about marriage, we were talking about getting married on Halloween. So it's super fitting. So it is a little ways off, but at the viewing we get to say goodbye to her there. So what else can I say? I mean, like, Like I'm talking about someone that was dear to me, but not really known very well outside of my close friends, in town, and a few close friends that we visited together. I did a couple of conventions with her, so I got some Kentuckians that knew Lisa. My old friend Scotty Watson and his new wife. I've met her a number of times, and I'm sure he's only like a town away. I already messaged him and told him. I'm sure I'll talk to him and get together with him and his family. As when I can, as soon as I can. The great thing is that everybody freaking loves her. Everybody is really like knows our recent past, like that we were there for each other. So everybody's like stepping up and saying like, if I need a ride, and because I don't drive, she drove me everywhere. But it was also because I was helping her with things. I can I can walk places on my own. That's not a problem. I have a bike, which is my transportation, I guess. But people offered rides and whatnot. It's like I need food supplies and take care of laundry once a week or whatever. I'm a simple guy, and I work at home, so no transportation necessary to get to home. Unless otherwise known as Serious One Media. Let me know if I can help you out at all. We'll check back up when I get into the shop. I appreciate it, man. And we'll talk. It's like I know you're in Kentucky. You're not too close, but we'll definitely talk and catch up and touch base, all that jazz. But yeah, so basically in an hour, somebody's coming for Panda. I'll probably be making some lunch after I stop streaming here. Just thinking of what I would like to share. I mean, like, she was the easiest company I've ever encountered in a person. Like whether we wanted to talk about superficial stuff or get serious about things, or just day to day, I was never more comfortable with anybody on this planet than with Lisa. It was so easy to make her laugh. I will say she was gullible, which I guess people can assume is a bad thing, but like it was sort of our way to play with each other. Like, I would say something with a straight face or a straight voice or however I did it, and she would believe me until I paused long enough for her to realize I was joking. She was super sweet, super giving. She gave so much of herself to people in need. she always stopped to help somebody, that needed a ride, needed to go to the store. She was my transportation, but like she'd also stop for total strangers, in town and wherever we were, to help anybody out. That's just the type of person she was, and she, like she had a bunch of friends that were always in need, to the point of like she got nothing back from them. Certain individuals, she got nothing back from them, but she would always help them out because she could not say no. And yeah, she was very special. Special to me, special to a whole bunch of people, and everybody was in shock when they heard the news. I didn't take it very well at all. But I went to the house. Her mother was there, her brother was there, some friends. Her ex-husband showed up shortly thereafter. Yeah, it was expected, but also not. It was, she had a lot of medical stuff going on, but I don't truly believe it was her time. It was just, human beings are fragile, and I just think it was a small combination of a few things that led to her body just giving up. And I just, like we were told she went in her sleep, she went peacefully, but I don't know. It's hard to think about, but I hope that's the case. Just, I do know that, in recent days, she was alive, she was in pain, and she wasn't one to complain to a lot of people. Like I was her trusted codependent, whatever you want to call me, but she always let me know what she was going through, whether things were bothering her, people were bothering her, whatever the case. Life was challenging, more medical stuff going on than she could handle. And she was she was a nurse at one point. She knew a lot about the human condition, how to, just medical stuff. Like I'm not good with any of that. Although, if somebody's in pain, somebody's having a hard time, I go out of my way to make them feel good. But, like I'm relying on them to let me know what would make them feel good. If laying down, getting a rest makes you feel good, then I'll make sure that nobody bugs you, or whatever the case. Anyway, yeah, she was so much for so many people. Friends, family, her extended family is huge. It was a lot. The viewing was very small. Like I don't know if they're going to do something bigger for the extended family, but the viewing was only 7 of us, and I was included. And it's not that I expected like her brother's in charge now, because her mom's too old, and her memory isn't what it used to be. which right now is probably a good thing. But like her brother has been through some health stuff as well, and anything anyway. Um, he's been out, he's been there throughout the years for her. But it's like I don't assume stuff. Like he doesn't know me as well as Lisa did, and only sees things from the outside, which can be distorted. Um, but I was on the memorial, and that meant the world to me. Uh, one of the few names that was included. And he's another one of the people offering a hand, like if I ever need anything. Um, and that's everybody out in the world. Like I got a stupid amount of I let it publicly known. I shared on my social. Like I was deciding if I should, in part because actually, like Lisa was using, she was on Facebook, but she was using it less and less. She used to use it more like me. I'm not saying for business, but she was more open on Facebook back in the day, and she slowly used it less and less for really being personal on it, and just posted stuff she liked, or posted cat pictures, I don't know, stuff. Anyway, I was reluctant to initially to really share the news online. I guess I felt like, if I did such a thing when she was alive, she'd be like, "What the hell are you doing? Like, why are you talking about me to other people?" Like, I know I mention her all the time, but in regards to cats, nothing personal. Anyway, I guess I did share a lot about her over the years, and she was, more than anything, she was very special to me. I felt, friends, even fans, would want to know that right up to the end of her life, I tried to be her best friend, and she never held back herself. I'm grateful for all the time I got to spend with her, and I hope I'm a better person for knowing her. And it will be difficult going forward without her. Thanks, Lennon. Yeah, she was special. Uh, so I don't want to lose it too much, but yeah, I know I'm a better person because of having her in my life for this past decade, and um, I posted online that need to get back to work. Like, it's been a challenging year. Um, and this is just another thing on top of it, and I gotta really step things up, um, make better money, uh, like get rid of some bills and have enough to live on every week. Um, Tired of not having money in the bank, and that's something else I'm going to be working on. Um, but yeah, I'm not drawing anything new, but I'm at least, you know, this is under the working title. I'm working. Um, but I'll be getting back to working on pages and other things, pinups and like I mentioned, fan art and all that jazz. I'm gonna make lunch after this and see Panda off, the last of the cats that were up in Lisa's place. Um, and like I said, if I have to take one or two or three cats back, I will, and relocate them until I find homes that they stick. Because that's what me and Lisa did when she was alive, and that's what I'll continue to do for these babies because they meant so much to her. Landon said, "I don't know what you believe, but I believe she's in a better place now." I know she was in pain more often than not. For those that don't know, she was 52 when she passed. She shouldn't have been in pain every day, but she was, and um, she had a lot going on, which added to it. But these recent operations, of which I thought I was going to lose her when she had that recent operation. It wasn't too far off, but um, the last operation she had was risky, and maybe that still factored in. You know, we were told she died in her sleep, and she died quietly. Um, she had a buildup of liquid in her chest. That's what the medical examiner said. But I do know she's no longer in pain, and that's the biggest blessing I can get out of all this. Like that, she's not in pain anymore. She always deserved better than this world gave her. She always had a smile for people, wanted to help, wanted to give, and wanted to house every single stray cat out there. Yeah. I will always love her. So, I'm sure it will come up, but future streams here on this channel and while I'm guests and other people's will be mostly focused on work. But if you ever want to message me, I'm easily messaged on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and like. It's been hard. It will continue to be hard at times. But as they say, life goes on. And she would have wanted that for me, not to give up on what I love or give up on life, or because she got a raw deal. I'm not giving up at all. Get back to it. Please like, subscribe, and watch every episode. So I get super chats one day when I reach 4,000 watched hours, which I'm less than half. So if you want to watch videos all day, watch my videos. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for people that commented here. A lot of precious friends. I'll talk to you again probably tomorrow. But I got Critical Blast at 8 with Mark, and I got Draw and Talk with Mark promoting our book Designated live on Kickstarter. Go share it out. Pledge to it. Tell your friends about it. We're trying to get that book funded, and that will lead to Panda playing with the light. Okay. And there it goes. And that's why I love cats. All right, everybody. Take it easy. Talk to you again soon. All right. Bye. And double click.